say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, and we'll be checking in with Allie LaForest from the sideline moments from now. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Orlando. Right now, they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs.
And I think for the Magic, their fans had high hopes for them this season, and they have not let them down. It's been a fantastic campaign thus far, and they really are set up perfectly for a deep run in the playoffs.
It's obvious their eyes have been squarely on the postseason for a while. It'll be fascinating to see if the regular season dominance carries over.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Washington and Lively hold down the post for him. Max Christie out there with Irving, and it's Flagg in at the small forward. And for Orlando, running out on the wings, they'll have Bane and Wagner. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. And it's Suggs in at the one spot. Clark would have to think that for game one of this back-to-back, teams are making some calculated adjustments. What do you think?
You're not wrong about that, Kevin. No reason to really show your full hand, if you will, in a back-to-back situation. You're always conscious of where your players are physically in terms of rest and fatigue. It's about finding the right balance for your particular ball club based on what the potential is and where you are currently.
Suggs, screen on Christie. Carter finds Banchero. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. And with Spring right around the corner, let's see who's flourishing in the power rankings. Taking a look at Oklahoma City, they're moving on up. Fourth spot in the rankings this time around.
And right now for the Magic, they're not in a bad spot at this point of the year. Definitely looking to solidify themselves as a contender. Lots of work left to do with just half the season gone.
Now Washington following Franz Wagner's three-point attempt. Here's Lively. The shot that time not on target. Good work defensively by Carter. Suggs with the ball. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Here's Wagner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Alan 6'10", GA. Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
And he makes the first.
You look at Wagner, I tell you what, when you've got that size and mobility that he has, you can do just about anything you want out there.
Both free throws good from Wagner.
He's a big guy with a soft stroke from the charity stripe. You love to see that.
Irving passes to Washington. Suggs with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Bane kicks to Suggs. Pass to Banchero. Shot clock at 6. Payne for 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
When you look at his numbers, Desmond Bane is historically good from three-point.
Lively a screen on Carter. From deep. And it's flag missing. The Orlando Magic coming to this one after the win against Washington. Irving against Banchero. Wagner looking it over. Kept alive. Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Phenomenal positioning on the glass. Carter Jr. putting on his hard hat right there. Not afraid to get those hands dirty.
Pass to Lively. It's stolen by Carter. Suggs passes to Bane. Back to Suggs. Here's Banchero. Payne for 3. And Lively pulls it down. Now flag. Here's Irving. Christie has the open look. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Christie against Payne. Wagner outside to the left wing. Carter with the screen. Here's Banchero. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, you got to respect Carter Jr.'s ability to read and know where those misses are going and then chase them down before anybody else gets there. Really good timing on display that time.
Now, here is Irving. Coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. Dallas again missing.
Limited success for them early on here, but don't expect that to continue.
Bane against Irving. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And how about we check the numbers for Kyrie Irving?
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Here's Lively. Scoreless thus far. Irving drives in over Suggs. Irving's shot is good.
That's the thing about Kyrie. He's a 3-level scorer.
Wagner passes to Banchero. Wagner a screen on Washington. Inside, here's Carter. And Lively pulls it down.
A good scorer around the rim. He is met there by an irresistible force.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Well, Flag can do it all. He can initiate, and he can beat you off the catch as well.
Now, here's Suggs. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Back to Irving. Second chance shot. He lays it in. Irving's got his second basket.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Banchero passes to Carter. Banchero looking around.
When Lively's on you like this, with all his size and length, it's hard to get a shot off on it.
Irving up top. Washington with the screen on Banchero. Pass to Washington. 5 on the clock. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Washington's got a couple of threes now in the first for Dallas. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. This many years into the game, and the Kyrie challenge is still puzzling. Coach said we'd actually prefer to see him shoot. At least our feet could be more set outside to contest. People forget how good of a shooter Kyrie can be. He continued and said, and threes are so hard to compete against, we want to try and limit those first. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. And here are the Mavericks now. Paolo Banchero, unable to get his last shot to go in. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Wagner. Here's Flag. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
First in field goal percentage, and they're also first in points allowed. No team is better at taking the other side's star out of rhythm.
And great, that field goal percentage you were talking about. They're the best in the league because of how smart they run their offense. You see nothing but good shots from them. And the Magic making a change here. De Silva's checked in. Magic leading by 3. Now Black coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Washington against Banchero. Back to Black. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Lively's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Christie with it. Working on Black. Irving from long range. Black grabs the board. Orlando's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Pass to Bain. Wagner against Washington. 6 to shoot. Wagner kicks to Banchero. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock.
He's trying to get it going offensively, but right now just 1 of 4 to start.
Outside Irving. Off target with his 3.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
It's Black in the corner. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Magic lead by 8.
Confident stroke by Black that time. No hesitation. He had his eyes locked in on the rim.
Here's Flag. And he uses the glass on the layup. Flag's got his second bucket tonight.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Now, here's Bain. He's got 5. Over Christie. And Orlando again with the bucket. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. He's checked in for the Magic. Dallas also making some changes. Marshall comes in for Washington. And it's Klay Thompson in for Max Christie. Mavericks trail by 8. And here's Irving. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. Pass to Marshall. The 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Nice shot. And a nice read by Irving on the kickout.
Orlando's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Carter with the bounce pass. Here's Banchero. Rebound by Marshall.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Marshall sets a screen for Thompson. Pass to Irving. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Lively finds Marshall. Again, the Mavericks score.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Here's Black. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
I think that's a big confidence builder for Anthony Black. He knows he needs to keep knocking that shot down from deep to round out his offensive game.
Now, here is Irving. Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Pass to Wagner. Here's De Silva. From outside, off the mark. We've got 1:23 left in the first. At the elbow, Irving. Back to Marshall. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Now just a 2-point Orlando lead.
When you have that kind of size advantage, you just need to go right to the rim.
Pass to De Silva. Banchero, right side. They set the screen. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
Excellent work in the screen and roll. Banchero solid at knowing when to shoot in those sets.
Irving for 3. That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Carter outside. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the first. Wagner finds Banchero. Over Marshall. And it's Banchero missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Marshall gets the bucket.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feed.
Here's Black. He's covered by Thompson. A nice shot by Black. Black's got 8 points.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Magic lead by 1. And will return shortly. Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Magic.
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting, in particular from mid-range. That has been huge for them.
You know, another thing they've done really well, I think, is get quality shots from behind the three-point line and knock them down, too.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Thompson. Daniel Gafford is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Najee Marshall. And it's Williams at the point guard.
Even though he does most of his damage along the perimeter, Thompson can also dial it up inside.
Carter the pass to Wagner. Here's De Silva. Off target from outside.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Gafford kicks to Middleton. Offered a screen on Carter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gafford's got the lead up to 3 now for the Mavs.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Wagner outside. Black with it. It's up against Thompson. Wagner from long range. Drills the three-pointer. Wagner's got the game tied up here for Orlando.
And that was from way outside. Wagner's confidence, really exceptional.
Thompson misses.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Wagner on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. A fadeaway, and it's Wagner missing. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Hits it from three-point range. Thompson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game, Klay Thompson.
Wagner a screen on Thompson. Black, no good. Dallas leading by 3. Middleton dishes to Williams. Back to Middleton for the three. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. To the paint. Here's Wagner. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Tough play that time by Wagner against the defense, drawing the foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Jalen Suggs is checked in for Carter. Then for the Mavericks, Washington's checked in for Chris Middleton. Christie comes in for Najee Marshall. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Williams. That's good from Wagner. And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
Both free throws good from Wagner.
At just a skosh under 7 feet, Mo Wagner does all the things you'd expect him to do well. He can be dominant in the paint as a scorer and on the board.
Here's Wagner, and finished off by Wagner. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Gafford. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Outside Irving. Dallas moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Washington outside. Rebound by the Magic. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Here's Black. He's got 8 over Christie, and Orlando again with the bucket.
It's been a good night for him overall and a good night for this team.
Irving against Suggs. Gafford with the ball. On the wing, Irving. Black defending. And here's Washington outside. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Black the pass to Wagner. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Now it's a 5-point Orlando lead. Pass to Christie. Thompson outside. Now Washington. They get it back. Christie. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, this is the 4th and now longest coaching stop for the Mavericks' Jason Kidd. Kyrie Irving said he's learned from the past head coaching jobs that he's had and being with different players and seeing them improve. Now he's mastering his coaching philosophy and being an originator. Guys?
He has definitely seen it all. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here is now give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. For the Magic, Carter comes in for Wagner. And it's Bain in for Black. Derek Lively, he's checked in for the Mavericks. So it's the Mavericks now. It's a 5-point game. Outside Irving. Beyond the arc. It's tipped.
Boy, Suggs doing a nice job defensively there. Reacted quickly and got the block.
Kicks it out to Wagner. Here's De Silva. He's covered by Washington. Clock at 6. On the wing, Bain. Launches a 3. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Irving. 7 points in the game. And the shot goes down. Irving's got 9.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Outside, Bain. Carter sets the pick for Bain. Over Christie, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Suggs with the ball. Lively defending. Lively against Suggs. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Here's Christie. Hits the jumper in space. Christie's got his first basket of the night. Orlando leading by 3. Now Suggs. Carter with a screen on Irving. Pass to De Silva. Second chance effort. And it's Suggs missing.
Defense doing just enough right there. Sometimes that's all you need.
And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That's his first foul. Banchero's checked in for Franz Wagner. The Mavericks also with a sub. Flag is checked in for Klay Thompson. Magic on defense. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Irving. Pass to Lively. Tries again. Trying to get open is Irving. Lively, that's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Banchero. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Washington.
And he was relentless in that one. He wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
And we've seen more of this lately from Bain, continuing to blossom and improve as a scorer.
And here's Washington outside. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
That's his third triple of the game. It's the first one in the second quarter.
So, Greg for Cooper Flag. Both of his parents were college basketball players.
Yeah, and I love that Cooper's mom calls him String Bean. So at this point, he's a powerful young man. And he also has a twin brother, Ace, who's got some talent as well.
And so it's Dallas with him. After the three-pointer from Desmond Bain. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Washington. Suggs looking around. Down low. Carter makes it off the glass. Carter's got 8.
Great read by Suggs, dishing the rock in the two-man game.
Irving against Suggs. Left side, Irving. Over Suggs. Again, the Mavericks score.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now, here's Banchero. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Count that one.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Friday, they'll be taking on Jaylen Brown and the Boston Celtics. And then on Sunday, they'll face off against Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
And Orlando making a change here. Black's checked in. for the Magic. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Carter. And it's Howard in for Jalen Suggs. Orlando leading by 3. Black with it. 10 points for him. Pass to Howard. In the corner, it's Bain. Back to Howard. Good ball movement here by the Magic. 5 to shoot. Banchero has screen on Irving. With the second effort. Banchero, that's good.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Here's Christie. 1:41 left in the first half. Irving. Black grabs the board.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Outside, Bain. Bitadze is screen on Christie. Bain passes to Bitadze. Shoots over Lively. Bitadze can't hit. Mavericks trail by 5. Pass to Irving. 1:02 left in the first half. And the layup falls. Irving's got 13.
Irving, so much fun to watch in this one so far, utilizing every aspect of his offensive game.
Black kicks to Bain. Banchero inside. High post Howard. Pass to Black. Over Irving. Black, no good. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting 53% in the second quarter. Good ball movement, yielding good looks. Christie the pass to Washington. In the corner, Irving with it. Good D by Howard. In the corner, it's Bain. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 18.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And the first half is now in the books. Orlando out in front, up by 6. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there by Desmond Bain.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 6. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. Running out on the wings, they'll have Bain and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now, here's Banchero. Bain kicks to Wagner. 6 on the shot clock. Pull from the top of the key, and it's Orlando with another.
Boy, Wagner's mid-range stroke looks nice, really fluid. Shot mechanics, perfect.
Bain with the steal. Now Suggs pushing it up. No one to stop him.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Now, here is Irving. Pass to Flag. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 8th assist in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Wagner. He's got 9. 4 on the shot clock. Over flag, and again it's Orlando converted.
3 for 3 this half. Nothing to complain about with that.
Irving passes to Lively. Here's Flag. Washington, that's for 2, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Paolo Banchero.
Savvy play that time on the part of Washington. Got his man in an awkward position and then drew the foul.
And he can't get the first one.
A dependable stretch for Washington is also somebody who continues to look to improve every year in the league.
And the second free throw, good. Magic leading by 7. Now, here's Suggs. Carter outside. Pass to Banchero. Clock at 6. Carter with a screen on Washington. Here's Banchero. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Banchero against Irving. Releases. It's not going to go for him.
Well, he's a really good shooter. Got a good look from medium range, and I think they'll go back to that.
Banchero against Lively. Pass to Bain. Wagner with a screen for Bain. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Lively's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And here's Washington outside. Oh my, he'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And it's really baffling. I don't know how he lost his touch at the line so dramatically, guys. I mean, and it happened quickly as well. He's nowhere close to what he shot from the line last season.
Magic leading by 5. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. To the inside.
Carter Jr. has a big body inside and uses his physical advantage as well to draw fouls.
For Orlando, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
And the first one drops.
You know, Wendell Carter Jr. really epitomizes the modern big man. He can stretch the floor and do work on the glass, giving you high utility on both ends.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Pass to Christie. Lively a screen on Bain. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And it's 8 points for Derek Lively.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Carter outside. Bain kicks to Wagner. Shot clock at 5. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Mavericks trailed by 5. And here's Washington outside. That's not going to drop for him. 5 of 9 with that miss. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Here's Washington. It's hauled in by the Magic. Banchero's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here is Suggs. Bain for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Bain's got 21.
And you have to stay connected to Bane. He's too good off the catch.
And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA, offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with a spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot. Well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised, my mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. Back to you guys.
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie. Mo Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Wagner. Here's Suggs. Pass to Bane. Back to Suggs. Now, here's Bane. Just 5 on the clock. Good on the triple. Black's got 13.
Black favors the corner angle. He likes that shot. He loves the short corner three.
Bane against Christie. Back to Irving. Pass to Christie. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Magic leading by 9. Here's Suggs. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Suggs doing a nice job being aggressive. They're challenging defenders and getting rewarded with the call.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Orlando.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
The first one falls.
I like a lot of things about Suggs. His toughness and physicality, though, kind of stand out, especially at both ends of the floor. And I think he just continues to grow as a player.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And with a quick break in the action, let's now take a look at the top rookie free throw shooters in the NBA. Fifth on the list, Cooper Flag.
And really, he needs to continue getting to the free throw line as much as possible because he's pretty deadly once he gets there.
And it's hard to score in this league as a rookie. The charity stripe is one place where you can get some easy points, where nobody's on you. And he's learned to take full advantage of that.
That's good from Wagner. And Orlando making a change here. De Silva's checked in. Both free throws good from Wagner. Mavericks trailed by 13. Pass to Lively. Now Christie. Will it go? The offensive rebound. Dallas moving the ball around. Washington sets the pick for Flag. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And what you love about Cooper Flag, GA, he's committed with playing the game the right way.
Yeah, I mean, even back in middle school, he would binge watch the '86 Celtics, a team known for its high IQ.
The Mavericks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Free throw good. Flag.
So much hype around Cooper Flag. Just an all-around type of forward. Can guard and play multiple positions. I cannot wait to see his career develop.
He hits both from the stripe.
When you send somebody like him to the line, it's pretty much easy money.
Magic leading by 11. Here's Black. 13 points in the game. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Daniel Gafford.
Unfortunately, his block numbers have been going down the last couple of seasons. Offensive players seem to have figured out ways to get around him to limit his impact.
Pass to Christie. Now Flag. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Poor defense for sure, but the offense was worse.
Black dishes to Banchero. Banchero is screen on top. Bain finds Banchero. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Bain. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Magic.
Well, he's kind of deflating their chances, and I know he really wants to help the team, but this is not the way to go about it.
Well, one thing's for sure. When Banchero gets that close to the rim, he will fight through any contact to get up and score.
Here's Flag. He's got 8. Lively with it. Defended now by Wagner. Here's Flag. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for Orlando. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Banchero passes to Bain. Banchero against Washington. Here's Bain. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And it's Washington missing. Magic leading by 13. Banchero outside. Shoots over Lively. And there the Magic with another bucket.
Now that's impressive. Banchero showing you he can do damage from the mid-range too.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So for the Magic, Wagner comes in for Paolo Banchero. And it's Carter in for Bain. Then for the Mavericks, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarek Lively. Najee Marshall comes in for Washington. And it's Williams in for Max Christie. Mavericks trail by 15. Williams with the ball, and it's Carter picking him up. Back to Williams. It's stolen by Carter. With the drive. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Carter. Mavericks trail by 18. Williams passes to Gafford. Now Thompson. They need this. It's good. Thompson's got 7.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Magic leading by 16. Pass to Carter. Wagner as screen on Williams. Carter against Williams. Back to Wagner. 6 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Over flag. And it's Wagner missing. Mavericks trail by 16. Now Williams. He has yet to score. Gafford kicks to Thompson. Black grabs the board.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Wagner. Wagner with a screen for Wagner. Now Black. Back to Wagner. Launches it. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Chris Middleton's checked in for Dallas. Kyrie Irving comes in for Williams. 1:04 left in the third. Irving against Carter. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Carter's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, in that first half, a lot more three-point shooting. Since then, though, they've dialed it back.
Irving with a clean look. Misses the three. Orlando leading by 18. Right wing. Here's Black. He's covered by Irving. Wagner against Middleton. With the fadeaway. And it's Wagner missing. To the middle. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Carter with it from deep three-point land. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Magic lead by 18. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Dallas, Irving and Thompson are the guard set. Najee Marshall's out there with Chris Middleton, and it's Gafford in the center locking down the middle.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball secure, but that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
Now here's Irving. On the wing, Thompson. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Well, that's exactly the guy you want to set up. I mean, Klay Thompson feels like every shot he takes is going in.
There's the pick. Wagner kicks to Black. Over Thompson. Rebounded by Gafford. Mavericks trail by 15. Pass to Irving. Over Carter. Irving can't hit. Well, Orlando shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. De Silva with the bucket. And the Magic lead by 17.
Took that orange right to the rack, and they just let him go by.
Middleton, a screen on Carter. Irving against Carter. Looking to end his cold spell. No good from Irving. Magic leading by 17. Carter kicks to Black. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, the man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Wagner outside. There's a screen. Back to Black. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Wagner outside. Down low. Out to Carter. This one for 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Irving, good.
First 3 of the half, 2nd of the game. Can he heat up?
Pass to Carter. Back to Black. Lob pass to Wagner. Gafford with the steal. Thompson outside. And here is Marshall. Middleton the pass to Irving. Takes a 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Da Silva's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Carter on the wing. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Carter is checked in for Orlando. And Dallas with a change here too. Lively's checked in. And so here is Dallas. Here's Marshall. And Middleton kicks to Irving. Here's the 3. Dallas again missing. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Da Silva. Mavericks with the rebound. Marshall's got his 4th rebound in this one.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
Now, here's Marshall. Driving inside.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up.
I certainly hope not.
Wagner on the wing. Marshall defending. Carter sets the pick for Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Good decision that time by Wagner, taking it straight by into the rim. The defense had no chance to stop it.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Thompson outside. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Black, and he jams it with authority. And the Mavericks with possession here. Middleton outside. Back to Irving. Dallas moving the ball around. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. Irving's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
Knocked away. Marshall with the steal. Pass to Middleton. Stolen away. There's the lob to Carter. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Once it's up in the air, they trust Carter will come down with it. Did he ever? Boy.
And Clark, one idea that Commissioner Silver mentioned, shortening NBA games to 40 minutes as opposed to the current 48 minutes. What are your thoughts there?
You know, Kevin, I don't know if shortening the game would be an answer. I certainly would love to see the season shortened, to take maybe 12 to 14 games off the regular season. I think would go a long way to enhancing the season-long quality of play.
And that one's good. Wagner
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Serving a screen on Carter. Driving the lane, Lively. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
You can tell Lively knows his position well, knows how to be efficient as the roll man.
Now here is Carter. Pass to De Silva. No good on the 3.
Look, bad shooting nights happen to everybody. He's just got to feel fortunate that his teammates have picked up the slack for him.
Orlando's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. Now a timeout called by Orlando. Checked in for the Magic. Richardson comes in for Anthony Black. And then for Dallas, P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Flagg comes in for Najee Marshall. And it's Max Christie in for Klay Thompson. Carter, the pass to Carter. Carter with a screen on Irving. Puts it up. The Magic again can't hit.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Now, here is Irving. Shot clock at 6. Drills it from outside.
He was licking his chops there. Got a good look.
Magic leading by 22. Pass to Wagner. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Flagg with it. Discarded by Howard. And it's Flagg missing. Well, Orlando's shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Howard finds Richardson. Wagner against Washington. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Pass to Irving. Here's Lively. Here's Flagg. Over Carter. And it's Flagg missing.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time some.
Wagner passes to Howard. Jacks up a 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, that's a really decisive and impressive read by Wagner, setting up his teammate nicely for the hoop.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. And a miss there on the triple. Orlando's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Shoots. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Washington's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the paint, here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Right at the rim. That's where Lively loves to get his opportunities.
Pass to Richardson. There's 1:54 left to play here in the 4th. Fast break, Dallas. On its way from Irving for 2. Money from the wing. 22 points for Kyrie Irving.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Now, here's Richardson. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Magic.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conference. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Desmond Bane.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
So it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. So for Allie LaForce, to my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Desmond Bane.